I am standing in the middle of old Route 66. And right here is a historic landmark named Lucille's. It was a gas station, and they also had bungalows where people could sleep. And this was pretty common to see. On the old Route 66, you would see a gas station, also a hotel, run by the same person. The woman, Lucille, who owned this place, she lived upstairs with 3 kids. I think she had a husband. And then here's the suites. I would imagine it would be like a Wildwood hotel. Not a whole lot. But it had 4 suites. And then over here's the gas station. And I bet you Lucille's has better Wi-Fi than the hotel I stayed at in the beginning of Oklahoma. There is still a Lucille's restaurant open somewhere in Oklahoma. Right there. There they are, the iconic gas pumps, man. I've seen a few of these driving by, but these are this one here is the nicest one I've seen, this Phillips. And then right here you have a little memorial for the Will Rogers Highway. And it said something really nice down here. It said, what constitutes a life well spent? Love and admiration from your fellow men is all that anyone can ask. Will Rogers said that. We have 1 more hour left in Oklahoma, and then we'll be in Texas. Right there, it's in the new Lucille's is in Weatherford, Oklahoma. I am now in Weatherford, home of Tom P. Stafford, astronaut. I've never seen a sign for an astronaut before. I absolutely love that. That's so cool. I'm going to get gas at a Phillips 66. Gas is $2.49 a gallon. I want to say thank you to Susan, Ross, Jacob, Brent, and Eric, and Matthew for helping me out on Cash App. I appreciate it, guys. So at this gas station, they actually have a boot store, a cowboy boot store, and you could buy a pair of cowboy boots. I feel like the average price for a pair of cowboy boots was like $180. I never realized how nice they can look. Like, you can see the craftsmanship into them. And $180. Yeehaw, partner. This is the entrance to Route 66 in Weatherford. Look at this. That guy's going down Route 66. And if you go right here, this is the modern day Lucille's. That's the Roadhouse, and they have a diner in there. It's much bigger than the other place. And over there, she no longer has bungalows. It's a hotel, Lucille's. Lucille passed away a few decades ago. Somebody bought the rights, somebody bought that property, and then they expanded this into here. Here we are, the Stafford Air and Space Museum. Check this out, cuz. Houston, we got a problem. This is a capsule that was used in training for the Apollo missions. It's called the boilerplate. Apollo Command Modular Boilerplate. And this is what you gotta practice. And you can see right there, that's the astronauts practicing getting rescued by the helicopter. A long time ago, a real long time ago, I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to go into space. And then 2 things happened. One, the Challenger explosion happened, and for a long time, like I'm talking, I still to this day, I have nightmares about going into a rocket ship and it exploding. And two, my grades sucked in high school, or in grade school, so I wasn't able, we have a space school in Philadelphia, and my grades sucked and I couldn't go there. So there goes my dreams of being an astronaut. Unlike this guy, not only does he have a billboard, he has a statue. Wow. Lucky for him. And they call this town Space City. How exciting. And you can't get to space without getting in the air. And this is a little tribute to the Wright brothers. This is a replica of the first plane. The first flight lasted 12 seconds. But what I like is this. This is a Wright brothers bike. They owned a bicycle shop. They were selling their bikes for about $3,000 back when the average American made $500 a year. There's a sign from their bike shop. And this museum is affiliated with the Smithsonian. So the displays and the everything you can see, it looks awesome. Right here, I think most of the things I've been seeing so far is a replica, because all the original stuff is in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. There's Charles Lindbergh, who made the first trip over the Atlantic Ocean. This is the actual flown Gemini 6 spacecraft, one of the most historic spacecrafts in the history of flight. This performed a rendezvous in space back in 1965. This is a Gemini flight suit, and this was worn by our guy Tom with the statue and the billboard. It's pretty neat. Like, this was in space, and that was in space. That's really cool. And Tom was going to space all the time. He had frequent flyer miles. This is his suit from Apollo 10. Luckily for him, he wasn't in 11. Look at the helmet. And then this is America's first space station. This is Skylab. Whenever you see something behind glass, that's an actual thing that was in space. Looks like a horrible dentist chair. Right there. That's a piece of the moon. Well worth the price of admission for, I think it's $14 to get in here. And that's Tom's, the local astronaut. That's his that's his Medal of Honor. There we are. It's the spaceship from my dreams, the space shuttle. This is the one I remember, and there's the Hindenburg, which blew up in New Jersey. There are photos of the Hindenburg flying over Wildwood, New Jersey. And we did all the astronaut stuff, and we were going into the flight section of the museum. How exciting. Airplanes, hon. I didn't notice. They started working on the stealth fighter back in 1978. It made its first public it was first publicly acknowledged by the United States back in 1989. And then like a year later, it was in a car commercial. I think that's how it went. On the highway in Oklahoma, they got those windmills, cuz I think they make a lot of the material for those windmills in Gloucester City, New Jersey. Always thinking about the Delaware Valley, cuz. Always. This is Main Street in Weatherford. Route 66 is right here. And there it is, cuz. Did you know this, Weatherford, Oklahoma? It's Space City. It's Space City. And they got this giant astronaut here for people to make a memory to last a lifetime. How exciting. Look how big this thing is. You know what? The Barbera Bear needs to get a Yo, Bear, come here. All right, Barbera Bear, go out there. Now, turn around. Now, put your arms up. And I'm almost out of Weatherford. And I stopped because they have this giant propeller. This is one of those windmills. This is one of those giant propellers that they use on those windmills. And this is a memorial for the Vietnam soldiers. This is they have a replica of the Vietnam Memorial. A little bit smaller than the one you see in DC, but I remember the first time I saw the Vietnam Memorial in grade school, and you see all the writing on the wall, and there are so many names, man. So many human beings died in this war. That's just one panel. It's like over 280,000 names on the wall. They have this soldier doing the salute. But this propeller, man, that's awesome looking. And on the other side, they have Weatherford. It's pretty much everything we've seen. The windmills. That was the main street we were on, the gas stations. And of course, our buddy Tom. Tom, who I may have heard his name before, but God, he's a big deal. He had so many things in that museum, which I highly recommend if you ever come to this area. All right, Tom, I got to get to Texas. All along I-40, they have signs for the trading post, the boot outlet. Let's go check it out. Store is massive. Look at that. They sell headdresses. And then they have, it's a gigantic gift shop. But, oh, they even got the big drums. And they have tiny teepees. David. Oh, look at this. They got the coonskin caps. And this is Route 66. This is like the last 20 miles of Route 66 in Oklahoma. I'm going to stop by and check out the sign. The Western Motel. It's American owned. They have clean rooms, low rates. They have stars plus 60 other channels. I'm now on Route 66. I'm still in Oklahoma. Speed limit here is 55 miles an hour. Some parts of Oklahoma, you could do, I think, 75. Definitely 75. You might be able to do 80 in a few areas. I found when I was driving, a lot of people don't even go, like, if the speed limit's 75, most of the people do 70. Like, nobody is really speeding. Driving on this road for a few miles, this is not Route 66. Right here, this is part of Route 66 that Oklahoma just said, we're done with it. Hidden in the woods. Oh, did you ever see the movie Deliverance? I always take something. And plus, we're down south. Yeah, right here. Oh, God, look at all these bugs. Right down there. This is the old Route 66. Can't drive down it, hon. There's a tree. There's a tree in the road. There it is. This is a little piece of America that time has forgotten. Just so you know, during these episodes, I'm throwing in wooisms. I'm doing a little bit of, oh, you know what? Rattlesnakes. Never mind. We're out of here. I forgot. I'm wearing, it's 80 degrees. I got the flip-flops on, cuz. Yeah, little. I'm throwing in a few woo-isms here. Just a tip of the cap. To the guy who's responsible for this channel, I am in the city of Erick, Oklahoma. Right here. This is the city hall, right here next to the library. Look at this. Looks like a diner. Well, that's a diner. That's Rosie's Diner. Check out this. That's cool. Some of the buildings a block this way. We'll check them out, but they're falling apart. But this is the most Route 66iest building I've seen so far.
Take photos.
Okay.
My name is Harley.
Harley, I'm John, but please keep calling me Bobby.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I've seen so many videos on Route 66, and to be inside this building is just so cool. Wow.
yeah, you can go any place.
There's just so much stuff. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
The man that runs this store is named Harley, and he is one of the inspirations of the character Tow Mater from the movie Cars. How long have you been here?
How long have I lived here?
Yes, sir.
In this town?
Yes, sir.
40 years in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And there it is. There's the poster from the movie Cars.
Well, that's our invitation from Pixar to the world premiere.
That's your invite. That big one. That's the invitation of yours.
That's mine and Annabelle's invitation.
Nice.
No, we had it going on long before that movie came out.
Well, the story is it okay if I have a seat and talk to you?
Oh, go ahead and sit down, Johnny.
Oh, it's been a long day. The story is the guy who wrote Pixar Cars came in to talk to you. Is that or no? I've seen so many videos on YouTube about you. That's not the case, or is it?
Well, are you doing Route 66?
Yes, sir. I've done from St. Louis to Oklahoma. I've been in Oklahoma for 3 days, and I feel like this is the tail end of Oklahoma. Like I'm almost done Oklahoma.
Well, it's also the tail end of the Bible Belt.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the world's biggest pocket knife. I like the case. The holder is nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now listen, if you stab me, I'll be very pissed at you. Wow.
That's the world's biggest pocket knife.
Wow. Look at that.
Walnut handles. Yeah, you can hold it, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you can hold it.
Look at this. Let me take a picture of this.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Wow.
Here, turn it around where you got that little shiny thing there, too. Yeah. Yeah.
All
He's
right.
a mean motherfucker.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool. It doesn't fit in any pocket I have.
Well. So this is the very first Route 66 sign posted in the state of Oklahoma. It was posted in 1926.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are those bullet holes?
That's where the marbles went.
Okay.
Yeah. Johnny, baby boy, you got a telephone camera?
This is a camera.
Well, have you got where you can see rednecks working, play in their own environment? Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. I can't tell you how cool this is. Let's go.
out there.
Harley, thank you so much, sir.
My Facebook name is Harley Annabelle. Yeah, get out there and beat, bump, and grind. Get your bumps, kicks, grinds, tricks, and dinks, and big pricks on 66, and John don't have one.
Thank you. Thank you, Harley. You're the man. I'll see you on the internet, cuz you're the best. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Welcome, baby
Thank
boy. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution.
No, thank you for letting me in. I really appreciate it. This is the highlight of my trip so far.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you, sir. Wow. Holy shit, that was awesome. He's not even open. He doesn't open for like another month, and he doesn't even have a store. He just kind of talks to people and plays the guitar for tips. Wow. And the story is, the character Mater from the movie Cars is slightly based off of him. I think there's like two people. One guy named Crazy Legs and Harley. And the actual car that Tow Mater is not that far from here. Let's get our kicks on Route 66. Whew. It was a little intense. He got a little close at some parts, but and when he pulled out the knife, I got scared for a second, but yeah.
And you go around the block there
to
the front of that White House with the signs.
Yes.
You can take a couple.
Harley came back out. He told me to go here and turn. And he said there's a building around the corner that will knock your socks off. Wow. And he's, man, look at all the bullet holes in all these signs. All those signs, and you got the little red barn that's white. Check out those old Texaco signs. Looking at old signs makes me think of Adam. He always would point out the old signs in his vlogs, and that started making me appreciate these old signs. Part of American history. Wow. This is just a sign for sheetrock, the fireproof wallboard. Harley stores down on the corner. And looks like this town. Oh, it looks like that was a fire. Oh boy. Yeah, he's not even, he said he's not even open. He doesn't usually let people in the shop until April. But when he got out of his car, I said, whoa, look at this. It's like seeing a movie star. He's in every YouTube video I've seen about Route 66. I was a little tired, and that really that woke me up. Man, look at this old gas station. Yeah, the last few blocks of, or the last few miles of Route 66 right here, it's like the town that time forgot. Right here. These doors here. Oh, maybe this was an old gas station. Street, you got some more dilapidated buildings. Oh man, look at that building. Here it is. I'm out of Oklahoma. Well, not yet. I am now. I'm in Texas. Look at all the stickers on this pole. You can see somebody taped a pair of sunglasses. The Adventure of Seagull Man. That's the Wildwood W. I wonder if that's a Wildwood comic who did a comic book. There it is. Route 66. Texas. Here we are, Texas. You recognize this? You ever see the movie Cars? Now this is based... The guy who developed Cars. Now, I'm not a Disney guy. I'm not Adam the Woo, right? I think I saw Cars maybe once or twice with my kids. But this is featured in the movie Cars, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I thought somewhere around here in this parking lot, they had the garage, they had the tow truck that Mater was based on. This is an old-fashioned gas station. Look at these pumps. Look at these pumps. This is probably the biggest old-fashioned gas station I've seen with 4 pumps. Man, I made a wrong turn and got off an exit early, and I'm so happy I did. I'm so happy I did. Man, this is one of the coolest looking buildings. They have a visitor center, but that's closed. And that's the U drop in. Right here. This is the Texas Route 66. Earlier I was on the bike route, Route 66. There's the cafe. There's a little diner in there. It's open now. And it's pretty awesome looking. And I think, listen, don't be writing a book report. I'm not 100%, but I think the guy who was developing Cars was walking around and he saw a tow truck and he was like, ooh, that's a good idea for a character in a movie. And that guy Harley, I don't know if you've seen how he was a little bit of Mater himself. So it's a possibility that this tow truck here just like Oklahoma, Texas, I-40's here, and you can see the mother road over there. One of the things I wanted to see was the barbed wire museum, but that's closed, hon. But we got to see the famous Leaning Water Tower of Britain. You see the 2 posts lifted on the corner there. Oh, would you look at that? It's a lot cooler from this angle. Oh, you could do this. You could try to... And here we are, Cadillac Ranch, cuz Cadillac, long and dark, shiny and black. Look at the traffic, cuz. Route 66, that's the faster way to go. You don't take the highways. This is the entrance to Cadillac Ranch. Man, this is quite a walk. If you don't know, this is an art installation. Yeah, the sun hasn't set yet, and this is like one of the things I wanted to see. And if I get Cadillac Ranch done, we can get the hell out of this state of Texas. Now, this is a location that you are encouraged to vandalize. They want you to graffiti on these cars. These 10 Cadillacs. Look at that. They actually have a little car that sells spray paint. When I was parking, the truck that sells the spray paint was pulling off. Look at all the layers of paint. And of course, Adam the Woo, he was here. He did it one time. He did the paint. He spray painted on this. Oh man, I was wondering if there would be fumes, and there are so many fumes. Well, you know what I should do? I should go get the Barbera Bear, wake him up.
Like this? And then walking.
Look at the wheel. Look how it's just dripping down. There we go. Kind of reminds me of Graffiti Pier in Philadelphia. How you doing? Yesterday, I watched the sunset at a giant soda bottle. And today, we are watching the sunset at Cadillac Ranch. How exciting. It's just so cool to see in person something that I've been hearing about. I mean, it's the Bruce Springsteen song, From the River. Is Barbera the best?
Yes!
Thank you, guys. What's the name of your YouTube channel, cuz?
It's cuz. Yo, you should sub to me. It's Braxton Akins.
Okay, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
It's Taylor Boy.
Okay.
Mine.
All right, my channel is the Philly Captain, and I will make, if you comment on my video tomorrow, I'll make sure I subscribe to you. The Philly Captain.
Yo, what if I like?
There goes another amazing sunset in the United States. How beautiful is that? From Cadillac Ranch is Cadillac RV Park. And here is the Second Amendment cowboy. Hello. Hello, cowboy. He doesn't have any guns on his... It's hit there. He has a carry and conceal license. There are 2 large guns pointing at you, the person taking the picture of the Second Amendment cowboy. You got these. This is what the Cadillacs used to look like before they got dug in the ground over there. And the lights are shining here in Amarillo, whatever the hell. It's Texas, huh? Who cares? And we're going to end the vlog here at the Days Inn in Amarillo. I've been trying to find a hotel for about an hour, and everybody tried to upgrade me to a suite. And I'm like, I just need a bed, cuz. And this place set it up for $75. And it was awesome. I get another discount to the AAA. I want to thank Bill, Cherish, Susan, Bill, Greg, Gregory, Brian, Karen, Jim, Christopher, Saga. Thank you. You're a Patreon person. I know that name. Every time I fill out a postcard for you, I always want to say Sega. Janet, Edward, Abigail, Caesar, thank you, Caesar. Pandemic Crew Caesar. Jeffrey SS Pageu. It says it's from Donovan McNabb. Thank you, Donovan McNabb. Nick, Stephen, Jennifer, Rosalind, Pamela, Kai. Thank you guys so much. I made the video today, and it's the first video of the road trip, and I'm blown away. Thank you guys so much. You know, it was a lot of driving today, but I plan on, man, if I can watch the sunset at the Grand Canyon tomorrow, that could be cool. But I think we go into Arizona tomorrow, so it's going to be fun. It's 7:45 p.m. and I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. It's been a long few days. When I used to vlog with Adam the Woo, we would go pretty much from like 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m. And then we would go into our hotel room and edit and then go to sleep. It's an all-day thing. And that's how that's how Adam, I'm so tired. That's how Adam was. He would go all day, edit, and go. And me personally, when I'm in Philadelphia, what I do is I go somewhere, I make the video, and then I have like hours to kill and spend time with my family and smoke jazz cigarettes and whatnot. And doing the I keep saying that, I'm so tired. Doing the Adam the Woo hustle, man, that dude nonstop. And that's why we're doing this. We're doing this for Adam. And thank you very much for everybody who donated to the gas fund. I appreciate all yous. Have a good night. I'm going to go to bed. The vlog is over.